everybody! Oh, one day my cameras will be perfect. One day.
Never.
Never again. Okay.
I just want you to know that when you did like the 3, 2, 1 countdown, part of my brain was going to be like, I'm going to do the Danny shout when you go live, when you
What's
hit
the
one,
Danny
and then
shout?
I chickened out. Ah!
That's okay.
But like so loud that the mic doesn't proc.
Aw, see, you were close. We heard you though.
Yeah.
I hope you're all having a good time today. I am EP. Last night I was up late with the Twitch crew, and we were ranking every philosophy. So if that's the type of hard-hitting content that interests you, please be sure to go and check that out. And nobody submitted a single clip to the clips thing, so nobody gets to be in no NPC cameo.
If I
Screw
go
them.
submit a clip now,
You can be included for the next week's draw.
okay.
Damn, that's crazy. But I am Offbeat Outlaw. I am the host. I'm the Dungeon Master. I use he, they pronouns. Hello. Good day. Bienvenue. Welcome. Brooke, introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Brooklyn Tuesday. I'm playing Viari. The god of my friends are not here again this week. Where is Patrick? I shall text him again.
Danny.
I'm Danny. What's up?
Oh, he's stuck in traffic.
Oh, okay. Is Daniel no longer with us?
Hello?
You said you're
You're
Danny.
here.
You didn't introduce yourself as I'm Daniel.
Have I always
Oh.
said I'm Daniel? I don't know.
Yeah, you have, man. You've changed.
I'm just fucked up right now, bro, you know?
He's so different now. He's edgy now, guys.
I know. I'm
He said
just
that he
Danny.
might be in after break
Okay.
Cool.
That is
because
valid.
they're quite stuck.
But we are here. So, where we last left off, we revealed that a certain, I guess you could say, God Alistair revealed that in a pamphlet, not exactly let to state what was in the pamphlet, but gave it to Viari. Viari revealing that the dead Fey spirit of truth lies dormant in her brain. Godfreed, where we last left you, we were still in the Feywild. We are out of the Feywild. A lot has changed.
Oh, that's a problem.
Basically, the party left. They solved the aberrations, and they won with Lady Luna a supreme favor. They have a.
We haven't spent it.
They have
We
not
don't want
spent
to
the
spend it
favor
with our
yet.
Full party sort of, because we can literally spend it on stuff like, the gods are now allowed to interfere in Fey politics. Like it's a big one.
Yeah.
So
one
we're all
BLMO.
holding on to it to decide as a group.
Got you.
We find ourselves with Godfreed in the court of the beetle, with Bernard still hurriedly working on all the long laundry list of things you told him to do. Godfreed, what are you doing right now?
Godfreed is trying to talk to the statues because I don't know, because he's got his sword, so he's trying to talk to like all of like the past beetle heads.
The past beetleheads?
Yeah, I don't know what to call them.
Beetleheads works, I guess. You see a lot. Which ones strike you as the most interesting? You see, of course, the ones that look like you, as they are your relatives. You see the first ones, and then there's lots of miscellaneous ones in the middle. If none of them are particular importance, I will roll a dice.
I guess I'll try to talk to the ones that look like him, like other skeletons, because there's not a huge amount, right?
There's like one, yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'll talk to him again. Why not?
So you go up to the skeleton, you raise your sword, and it doesn't work.
Uh-oh.
'Cause you
Bernard!
What is it, Godfreed?
My phone's not working!
Your phone?
I can't talk to them!
Aren't you only supposed to do that when you sleep, mate?
Oh.
Would you like to
Alright.
sleep now?
I guess, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get you to bed. Bernard comes and he holds your hand and he puts a guiding hand on the small of your back and he leads you to the cots.
Good night, Bernard.
Good night, Godfreed, and he tucks you in, very confused at this. And you go to
Yay.
EP time. You take a long rest and you go to sleep. In your dreams, as you dream in the Feywild while holding the sword, your ancestor does walk up to you. They said you wanted to speak with me. I forgot his voice, so we're just going with this for now.
Yeah, what's up, buddy? I don't remember your name. Could you tell me that real quick?
I was hoping you'd have written it down. It's been a long time.
It has been a second, buddy.
It's been at least 3 months.
Minimum. Like, what's your name?
Pony. It's at times like these I wish I had better notebooks. His name is now forever retconned as... It was Galahad! It was Galahad!
There you go. What's
Yes.
up, Galahad? Great to see you, buddy.
Great.
Hey, listen. We've been... So, okay. Why are you a skeleton?
Remember, we all are. Like when our lineage dies, we made a deal. We come back.
Yeah, I remember that. But, like, how'd you end up here as a skeleton? Like, the Feywild? Like...
Well, I died in life. Something, I was obviously some sort of ruler in my life, and then when I died, the true lineage begins. I made my way to the Feywild. Made my way to go and deal with the things that the Feywild do. I had a court to uphold.
Okay. And you came here to do business and stuff. Why us? Like, how are we tied to this? I really don't get, like, why is it us that are the rulers and stuff meant to help people and everything? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, why us to be saved from death to protect the universe? Like, why is it our duty, not someone else's?
Well, think of it like this. Our great ancestor, the original G.
That's named G?
No, well, everyone stays with
Really
G.
give me an OG.
Yeah, he's the OG.
The original G.
Yeah, he's not called G. His name is...
It's been 3 months.
It's been 3 months. We'll call him... Godric. If I remember...
Godwin. There you
Godwin.
go.
It's Godwin. Godwin.
It is now.
With Godwin, he made the deal with Undeath. Godwin decided that... Well, it's probably for the best. He wanted to live forever. And he wanted his lineage to have eternal importance. So he struck the deal he did. It's not why were we chosen, it's that Godric decided that he wanted this. Godwin wanted this. So everyone's named G in this lineage. It gets confusing. Godwin wanted to live forever. And so, now we do. It is just also happens to be part of the deal. To live forever, we have to do things of importance somewhat. And eventually over
What
time...
did you do?
Well, I ruled the House of the Beetle. That was my most important thing. I was some meaningless ruler in the petty squabbles of humanity for a while. I did some good, brought economic reform, brought great justice. But not until our flesh is shed do we truly come into our own as leaders.
Are we different people after we die?
Not exactly. We still have our same morals, our same instincts. You could say the soul is the same, but usually a lot is lost. A lot is forgotten.
Okay.
But
Go beans.
we never make it to the soup. We never make it to death's great soup.
We don't.
We
No.
never do.
I've
So-
been in the soup. Just to kind of bathe.
You've bathed in the souls of all existence. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You've bathed in it.
Not just me. Like, death was there too. Like a
Death
hot
and-
tub situation.
You and death bathed in the souls of all life everywhere.
Yeah.
Galahad looks at you. Show me your bones.
Bones.
Your bones are denser than my bones. This isn't from milk or calcium.
You would think I have a lot of that.
You're reinforced. You're dense.
I mean, like, I am a god, so I would hope so.
No. Godfreed,
What?
do you know what happens when you bathe in the souls of everything?
No, I just thought I got a good wash.
No, that's not what happens. They cling to you. Their hopes, their dreams. Death is dealt with it countless times, so death doesn't care, but you have not. Slowly but surely they will crave a leader. A true reformation. Godfreed, I'm going to tell you something
Okay.
that no one can hear. No one else.
Oh, okay. Big secrets.
Big secrets, yes. Not even your other gods.
Could I tell, like, one person?
Who is it?
Like, 3 of them?
Who? Which 3?
My best friends.
This needs to be a secret from Alistair. Can they keep that?
Oh, one of them definitely can.
So then, probably not.
Aw.
You can
Okay,
talk
I
about it in hypotheticals.
Okay, I could definitely do that. Yeah, I promise.
Godfreed. I think this is to be the last Pantheonic war.
Ooh. Like, peace will be instilled forever, or like we're all gonna die horribly?
I think, and forgive me if I'm wrong, there is need for a new reign.
That sounds kind of spooky. What kind of reign are we talking about, buddy?
One with you at the head.
Oh, that's a lot of responsibility. You talking a little crazy, my friend. What are you talking about?
I'm saying, you have surpassed death. Twice.
Twice?
Well, first you died, then you've been brought back. Who knows how many times you faced death since then. And then you bathed in the souls of all life. That usually kills people. You know that, right?
No. Why would I know that?
Well, what this means is that you are capable of bearing the hope of all life. You can bear it, Godfreed.
Well, just because I can doesn't mean I should. I don't think anyone should have that much, like, one responsibility. And what would happen to everyone else? They're a part of a pantheon. It's all about order and chaos. What would that be? There's neutrality, but, like, neutrality's dumb. They killed me.
Right. So what if we did away with order, with chaos, with neutrality? Build it off of a new concept entirely.
Like what?
I don't know, don't you ever look at Alistair and go, well, I feel like I could do things differently?
I mean, yeah, we all think we could do things differently, but that different doesn't mean better. Just because you're different doesn't mean you're special.
Fair. But what happens if Alistair's gone?
Why
happens
would
if
he be
this-
gone? He's
what
been around for billions of years. It's the beginning, not the beginning of time. He came after the beginning of time. We know that.
He did. Before, it was order and chaos. And if those two would ever return, Alistair, Beatrice, agreement, they would be gone, yes?
Why would they be gone? What are you saying, Galahad?
I'm saying that we finally have a member of our lineage, a true ruler, a true king. And in a group of people capable of reshaping the world. Think about it.
But we have reshaped the world, haven't we? In the worlds we have touched, that is our job.
And what if you did it all from scratch? The divine contract, got rid of it
Well,
and all
then
of
that's
its bureaucracy.
well, then that's
and
not change, is
replace it with your own. Make a new one.
Why would I do that?
Because you could do it better. You could do it different.
What would be better about it? It's just a system, and people would hate the system. System invites hatred and malice because people don't want to live within a system. What you are suggesting is simply a reconstruction of the universe based on my ideals and principles.
And what are your ideals and principles, Godfreed?
I want people to be happy. I want people to be satisfied with their lives and their friends. And I think bad people deserve to be punished, and that's kind of my job right now.
Justice, penance,
All
hope, all good concepts.
I mean, yeah.
Don't you think a world constructed on bad people getting punished and the good being able to thrive would be good?
But then who's to decide what's bad then? If everyone's good, then it's not like everything is like black and white. It's like a gradient. Just because you're lesser on the gradient doesn't mean you're evil or horrible.
Exactly. In the same way that it doesn't mean if you're chaotic, you're evil. Luck is a chaotic entity, but is she not in the Pantheon of Order?
She's not. She just kind of lives with us, I think. I don't know her whole deal. That's more of a VR thing.
Either way, I think luck, chaos, and order are innately linked. You're not defining good and evil, you're defining justice. Right now, the system has no justice.
So, do you know how, like, my powers work within the Pantheon?
Sort of.
There's 3 of me. They each represent a different aspect of my life. And when I started this, I started as the most reasonable form of me. That's the jury. They're reasonable. They're helpful. This is the executioner form of me. I kill who needs to be killed. But the one no one has seen is the judge. And that, you know what he does? He tells the others what to do. I don't know if this makes sense, but it's not my job to decide what is justice and what is not. It should not be up to one person, is what I'm saying. And that's why there's 3 of me. But it's still me. I don't disagree with what you're saying, though. The system is flawed. But my system will be flawed, too. And the system after that.
Fair?
Alistair won't change because the system has worked. And just because it works doesn't mean it could be better. But I don't know if he's making it better. Do I like the system? I think it's a little weird. I'm gonna be honest. You know, I've done some fucked up things within the system. I turned a man into a boat. Okay.
Justice served.
I would say so. But in a perfect world, justice would not need to be served. Justice would not need to exist, for everyone would be just in themselves. But I cannot force people to be just, is what you are suggesting. I cannot force people to be the best versions of themselves all the time.
Well, no, I'm not suggesting that. Currently, the balancing forces in the world are order and chaos. That is what makes things exist. Their clash. You just change the forces.
To what?
Justice and vigilantism. Justice and punishment, cruelty, anger, hatred, whatever you want your opposing force to be, you just find it and create new life with that.
And how do you suggest I do that? How would I go about that?
Well, for one, you would have to write a new divine contract.
I'm not good at writing.
I know someone in your team who is. Very clever.
I don't think they would be down with this, buddy. I'm gonna be like for real with you.
There's someone else who's making a new contract.
What?
Luck.
Why is Luck doing this?
Because she wants to make the contract of neutrality.
I thought the neutral gods already had their own contract.
They do not. They are not organized.
Well, then what would make it neutrality if they were binded by the same rules as order and chaos?
They are binded by their ignorance. They usually know nothing of chaos and order. Only some do, and most of the time they fraternize and benefit off of the side they know of. See if you can steal Luck's contract. The new one. Make it your own. Or hell, work with Luck.
Why do you want me to do this? Why? What instigated this?
You talked to me, didn't you? You asked for your purpose. We are rulers. Leaders.
But we are just leaders, just rulers.
Exactly.
It is not a...
Perfect rulers.
Is perfect the word that we really want to go with?
In this case, yes. Just think about it.
I'll talk to Luck. I make no promises, though.
Okay. At the very least, I'll say this. I do genuinely think this will be the last Pantheonic War.
What do you think's going to end it all, then?
Make a persuasion check, please.
Persuasion. I'm good at this, bitch. Alright. D&D Beyond. Come on, work. Faster. Thank you, buddies. Alrighty. Perception? Or persuasion, right?
Persuasion.
Alright, I have advantage with persuasion. First one is not good. Second one is better. Alright, that is a 16 plus 6 for a 22.
Don't forget we're using the stack system of rolling, so you can roll 2d6s.
Oh, thank you. I'll do that. So I have a 16 plus 2d6. That adds an additional 11. So we call that in the industry a 27.
Nice. So Galahad looks to you and goes, all right. Okay. I'll come clean then. But I need you to be very, very careful with who you show this information to. All right. Very, 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 very careful. He's going to reach out and grab your head, and he's going to cast Modify Memory. Are you going to let him?
Sure.
All right. In your brain, he implants a memory, not of your own, of someone else's. The moment you're unclear of who. You see a figure. You're peering out from underneath a hood. This figure standing over another figure, bloody, beaten on the ground. Blood soaking out of every single possible place it could be. After a few moments, your brain recognizes this as Beatrice.
Like actual Beatrice,
Like
right?
actual Beatrice.
Cool.
You realize now that you are seeing through Alistair's eyes. At her throat, he holds a scepter with a glowing sigil spinning. Simply order. Out of your voice, though not your voice, comes the following. It has been so long, Beatrice. You go behind my back. You take my brother. You steal one of the few things I hold dear, using one of the few people I have managed to care about to do it. And you think you're going to win. Beatrice. Who the hell do you think stopped me from killing you before? Do you think I did it by myself? Do you think I did it because I wanted to? No. He was there every single time to stay my hand, to reforge the peace. In stealing my brother, you have stolen your last life. You have signed your death wish. If we win this, and we will, do not expect mercy, because my brother will be too far away for me to hear him. And the memory ends.
Where'd you get this?
Last Pantheonic War. I was a Chaos God. Signed up. I died in that war. Last thing I did was steal that memory from Alistair.
How did you do that?
Ran up to him, grabbed it, and he killed me. Vaporized nearly instantaneously. I think I grabbed a few memories I shouldn't have grabbed. They were a little bit too complicated and my skin melted off of my body, but I kept that one. I kept it locked away, because I knew that when I died I wasn't going to keep him at much. I was going to keep what I was going to keep what I was doing, and I was going to keep one other memory. And I kept that one, because it seemed important at the time.
Why did you sign up on the side of Chaos?
Well, at the time it looked like they were going to lose.
Why did you want to help them?
Didn't want it to be an easy fight. I thought it would be better if things were more interesting. I think, anyway. Chaos and order have to clash every so often to keep things interesting. If one side ever dominantly wins and doesn't show mercy, it's all over. Both sides are fresh out of mercy. Order. Chaos. What will be left?
I don't know if I'm inclined to believe you or not, but I don't know why you would lie. But why, because of all of this, do you want me to make a new Pantheon? Because Alistair is going to destroy the Chaos Pantheon?
No. Well, be frankly, yes. He's going to kill Beatrice, probably. But also, once Order and Chaos once Order wins this one, agreement is going to be locked away.
Why?
Because Chaos has him. What's Beatrice going to do? Bring him to the front lines? Give Order the advantage once again?
Yes, because it will save her. If she is smart, she will allow Alistair to take back his brother.
And then once again, handedly lose the war. The only one they've had a chance at winning. At this point, the thing is, it's up to chance. It's up to luck. Quite literally, this war is a coin toss. This is the best odds that Chaos has had its entire existence. They're not going to throw it away.
It seems like they are. Simply to win.
Well,
by winning, they all die, don't they? Right?
Well, that's Chaos's goal. They get to choose. But Order would reset everything back into its perfectly ordered state. Back before when everything has happened. Back before the happening happened. Before the milk was added to the coffee.
And you want me to do this to try to stop Alistair from destroying everything, correct?
No, I say let him. But just be there to remake everything once it's done. Your group.
Why should I listen to you? You're a Chaos God, or you were at least.
Well, now I'm just your ancestor, who led this group of people, the Court of the Beetle, for many glorious years. You asked me for advice on what you are, and I see it now. You're an entity capable of holding the will and hope of all life. You are just. You seek penance. You are measured. Only difference is, you didn't remember your early life. You have the capability to lead a new Pantheon. You have the people needed to write the new contract that would revel and reveal its existence to you. You have everything you need. You even have something that that the gods haven't had ever. Time.
How much time do I have?
Well, as long as you have age, you have all of it. But if you are asking for a literal sense, you have until the end of the war to make a decision.
I must consult with my friends before I make a decision.
Okay. Be careful. And word to the wise. Alistair, Beatrice, they're not doing any of this out of malice. They neither are evil. They're just doing what they're supposed to do.
It's stupid.
I'm inclined to agree. You're allowed to disagree. But don't revel and tell them that they're evil. It'll get you nowhere. Because they don't know what evil is. They just seek order and chaos, respectively.
This is something I must talk over with my friends.
Okay.
I must find out my past first, and then I will make a decision.
Okay. I wish you luck, Godfreed. He gives you a big salute. And your dream ends.
Hello?
You wake. Bernard is also there. Hello, Godfreed.
Bernard, ooh, I need to get to my friends.
You need to go talk to your friends?
Yeah.
They're up in the Pantheon. I think they...
What? They left me!
You were asleep and so tucked away they didn't see you.
The fucking assholes! I have shit to tell them!
I can send you there, mate.
Yes, right now, you... These fucking dicks!
I don't think it was out of malice,
Get
mate.
me up there!
Okay. Let me just get the teleportation circle running. Bernard goes and writes out the teleportation circle. You ready to go, mate?
Yeah, now, go! Vamos!
Oh, okay. He casts teleport, plane shift, and you are up into the Pantheon.
Where is VR? Sorry, you're
shifting
saying
to
something,
VRE. You've just read and opened the pamphlet.
I was heading back to my domain to call Gary, but I'm gonna real quickly turn around, run back into Alistair's office. Al, if you can't tell me about this directly, then doesn't that mean that it's part of the deal with my parents? Did you make a deal to take care of the face spirit of truth with my parents?
I will answer your question in the best way I know how. That is with another question. If what you're asking is true, how would I be able to answer you?
Well, aren't you able to tell me when I find out information for myself? Aren't you able to confirm it? I thought you said you could talk about it once I knew already.
You're close.
Okay. Is the answer in Fey Physics? Would reading Fey Physics help me?
Maybe the rest of the pamphlet might. I don't know. If you only read page 4, then you've only read what's on page 4. But there's a whole further section in the pamphlet that explains much more.
Okay. And I'm just going to, as I'm walking back to my domain, be flipping through and reading. I'm actually going to get my simulacrum to clear a path ahead of me so that I don't walk into anything.
Okay.
As I'm just like reading furiously.
As you read onto page 5, you see it is put. There was a brief time post the peace, post the war declaration between chaos and order, when they both discovered that the Fae existed. The first casualty of this discovery was the Fae spirit of truth. Their death sent ripples throughout the Fae world. The only one we know to be confirmed involved in this was the Pantheon order god only known as Agreement. Agreement mourned at their death, proclaiming it was an accident, but the Fae did never forgive Order. Alistair, in a need to make amends, sought out an agreement with the Fae. They would find a way to not only bring truth back, the Fae spirit, revive them in their fullest capacity, but would become their steward as long as it took. The Fae spirit of truth was reborn to a small selection of spirits in the dream realm. Alistair, unknowingly, was on this plane, fighting a war against beings known as nightmares. The war decimated the dream realm, leaving it cleared of everything, nearly erasing it from existence. Alistair managed to get himself trapped, for in his tirade, he had erased the exit. There were three left. The Fae, the parents to the newly reborn spirit of truth. Alistair immediately recognized the Fae spirit, as his promise made to the Fae kicked in, and he knew he had to do everything he could to save this child. The parents knew that their fate was sealed. They would remain in the dream realm forever. But their child could not. They would not survive. Alistair made a deal. He would take care of the child, erase all of its memory to keep it safe until it had the strength to seek out the parents for themselves. He would take care of it as his own, raise it as his own, train it as his own. And once they had the capabilities to seek out their parents, they will let them know. But until then, they will remain training.
Am I back at my domain yet?
At this point, you make it back to your domain.
I'm gonna push open the door. Is Gary there yet?
Yep.
I need to talk to Alistair, but that can wait. That can wait.
Contact him now.
Yes, I know I can contact him now. That.
Brooklyn has died.
Oh no, there we go.
You were just
No,
stuck,
I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I know. I looked up and I saw the freeze. I'm like, damn it. Okay. I'm gonna talk to him in a sec. Did you know about this? And I show him the pamphlet, the part that like explains the bit about truth. Is this why you would? Is this part of your plan?
No, what the fuck is this? Is this true? He scans it. Holy shit, it's true. This is true. Well, that's damn well something. I don't know what you want me to do with this information. This is just
I don't know either. I thought maybe you had figured it out. You'd figured everything else out. Or whatever. You had your plan for whatever was happening with truth.
It's still happening.
It's still happening. Okay. Well,
We're in the middle
good
of it.
to know. I need you to make a deal with me.
What? Why?
Because
What's the
I need
deal?
your help.
State
It's
it
a big
and
one.
I'll decide whether or not I can accept it. And if it interferes with my own life, then I can't. But if I can reasonably help you, I'll be happy to. What is it?
Gary, I need you to really seriously consider this because no one else can do this, okay?
Okay.
The other week I mentioned the Infinite Library and you weren't even surprised.
Yep.
Which means you'd found the enrichment activities that lead to it.
Yes.
And you already knew that it was there.
Mm-hmm.
You were the only other person in existence who knows how my stuff works. You've basically been cleaning up after me for my entire life, and you've been doing a very good job of it.
Yes.
And you've managed to outsmart truth, and you've got so much else happening, and I don't know if I can handle this on my own. I need a lieutenant, please.
Okay. What do you need? What is
A
this?
lieutenant.
A lieutenant? What? What do you mean? What does that entail?
Well, in the Fae, they have lieutenants, and I need a lieutenant. I need someone.
You're making
to
me a
help.
Fey lieutenant. Is that what you're saying? You're making me a Fey lieutenant?
I think so.
Okay, well you could have just said that. That doesn't interfere with anything I do. So yes.
Really?
It's Fey business. Right? Fey business
Yeah.
is Fey business is Fey business. Order business is order business. They
Yeah, I just wasn't expecting you to be so, like.
it doesn't matter. I'm immortal. I can side with whoever I want and on a whim. I stay
Huh.
true to what I do because I have ideals, Viari. I know that you don't.
That's not true, and you know that that's not true. That's a lie.
It's funny though. I can do that now. It's awesome.
You couldn't lie before?
No, I would go against my Warlock orders, but now I've got conflicting orders, so I get to do what I want.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Speaking of which,
Hmm?
I made you a deal. The first Warlock of Truth or whatever. Need to kill him. How's that all going? Is he closer to killing you? What's
Yes.
happening? Yeah.
He's getting
Yeah,
ever
okay.
closer every day.
Okay, well, I promise I'll get onto that. I also need one teensy little favor as well now, actually. Can you please, like, give me, like, a day or two and then reach out to Alex for me?
What'd you do to my sister? No, what? No, don't answer that.
No.
What happened? What happened between... Don't answer that either. What? Why?
Because she and Eleanor went into the Feywild to try to kill Z's, and I helped Aze get him out, and now I think she's very upset.
Oh, you interfered with her work?
Yeah.
Oh.
To save Z's of all people. I did it for A's and for the Pantheon, but to save...
So what do you want from me exactly? You know I'm struggle to connect with her. This is-
I know, I just need you to give it a day or two.
And what am
I
supposed
don't want
say?
to rush this.
Sorry, your
and
not
then reach
girlfriend
out.
ruined your hunt? Like, what do you want me to say exactly? There's nothing to
And just
say.
ask her for a meeting. I just want to see her. I just want to talk to her. I just need a day or two for her to maybe cool down a little bit. And maybe sleep on it. I know what I'm asking, Gary. I know. She's gonna be furious. She may want to murder me. She did point out that
If I'm gonna do this favor for you, you need to do a favor for me then, because this is more dangerous than most things I have to do for you. How about you go and push up that little killing the first Warlock of Truth thing on your little list of to-dos?
Okay. Like now? Do it today?
No, just do it faster, please. I don't know when you're planning on doing it, but that needs to be done quickly.
I'm sorry. We've been working on other stuff. I'll prioritize that. I don't want you to die. And if you need to hide, you can hide in my domain, and you can hide in dreams.
Okay. Also, it sounds like Godfreed's at the door.
Oh, right. He doesn't know anything about any of this.
Yari!
Come in.
Problems, issues, things happening.
Yep.
I can't tell you
Why?
because your brain is linked to God.
Well, we can go to Luck's domain and you can tell me.
Awesome. I need to talk to Luck.
Okay. Gary, thank you so much.
I'm going to go to the Infinite Library, and I will not see you for about 3 weeks.
Why? Oh.
Have a good time.
Well, that research. Okay. Yeah.
You can make an insight
Thanks,
check
Gary.
on that, Godfreed, if you want.
Sure, why not? I have a +0, so that's a 13 flat.
Gary fucking loves research, man. What a nerd.
Dude, what a fucking nerd, dude. Look at him reading all the time. Cringe.
Alright, you guys go to Luck's domain. You find yourself in the familiar room filled with tons and tons of slot machines lining the walls. Luck lazily sitting on their desk.
Hey, Luck. How you doing, buddy?
Hey.
We have some questions.
Oh, you know I love those.
Do you want to go first? Do you have like specific questions you want to ask me, Artie?
I do actually.
Alright, you first.
Yeah, why did you put a hit out on Z's?
Who told you I did that?
Alistair,
So much for
you
that
know, the
being
god of contracts.
I know. God Hunter swore it'd be anonymous. I'm gonna answer somewhere between none of your business and don't fucking ask me that again. Cool?
This feels very weird.
It's weird for me too. Any other questions?
Yeah, second question. I need to see a new contract. Not sorry, Divine. Yeah, the Divine one.
Also, none of your business, and don't ask me again.
Listen, here's the thing, Luck. You were there at the last Pantheonic War, right?
I was.
Cool.
Wait, can you block Alistair out?
Ready is.
Awesome. So you know what happened with Beatrice and Alistair then, right?
I was watching.
You were watching, right? So, my ancestor, who was a Chaos God, gave me this memory. And we talked a little bit, and he said, shit's gonna go down this time, and it might not get any better.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think? Why the fuck do you think I'm doing this?
I know why you're doing this, and I was wondering what is in the contract and what your intentions are with this new thingy.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
So I'm just rolling flat then, because I have normal advantage. Alright, cool. Roll 2d6. Okay, I only got a +4, which is 21.
21?
Mm-hmm.
My intentions... Look, you do understand this position that I'm being put in here. You two work for Alistair. The thing that this directly competes with.
Yeah. But
He
you
said
also
that
work
you
for
can do
Alistair.
it. He gave you permission to keep making it, though. I don't
Yes,
understand
under
where this
his
is.
watch. That's about as much permission and edit as, oh, you're allowed to go outside, just make sure you stay on the leash.
I mean, yeah. And you don't want to live on a leash, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Why? What about this is a leash holding you back? What is it stopping you from that you want to do so bad?
If I was to give this to Order, if I was to give this to Alistair, he'd have notes. If Alistair has notes, I kind of have to put them in, don't I? And I can't refuse to say, I can't say no to Alistair after that. It has to be secret. Because once Alistair puts his influence into a new divine contract, it'll just be the old one. It's how Order works. My intention is to free both everything from both Order or Chaos and just leave us with chance in between everything. We won't need to clash. We can just exist.
But wouldn't they clash anyways? Because if everything was left up to chance, people would make their own decisions regardless of things, and these aspects would just come back and manifest themselves in different forms. It would clash regardless.
Sure, but they would be under my purview instead of me being under one of their purviews.
So you're saying you don't like to be in control. You don't like to be controlled, so you'd rather control everything else.
Frankly, yes.
I don't like that.
Luck should not be controlled by Order or Chaos. It should determine things. It should be the determining factor in things. It shouldn't be just the one-sided linking towards Order or linking towards Chaos. It shouldn't be anything. It should.
And why aren't you a
just
neutral god?
exist. I was, but then I realized that if I didn't side with Alistair now, then Chaos would win, and I wouldn't get my chance.
Then Luck didn't make that decision. You did, though. Right?
I had to. I had to make this decision. If I didn't make this decision, then Chaos would have absolutely stormed through Order, leaving us with nothing.
So you're saying you were the one who's holding back Chaos all by yourselves. You're the linchpin that fixes all of this, right?
Well, who was the one?
Godfreed, she's on the same level as Alistair.
I know.
Who was the one who discovered you four? Who was the one who found out this plan in the first place to give Order a goddamn chance in this race?
I don't know. No one tells me anything.
Me! I
Good
did.
for you.
I found you four. I went to Alistair when he was down in the goddamn dumps and told him, look, get off your sorry ass. You're not gonna lose this just because your brother's dead. No, you are gonna be able to succeed. There's a chance, a small chance of 4 mortals who can become our champions and lead us to victory.
But then Order wins. So what's the whole point of this new contract? Yes, it starts the world over, but how are you going to get there to put your contract in place before Alistair does?
Well, here's the thing, right? What is Order's goal? To get everything back into neat, organized piles. I can make something from a neat and organized pile. I can make something if everything is into separate chunks again. With Chaos, everything's done. There's nothing left. I can't make anything out of nothing. At least Order makes it so that nothing can happen again, but at least that makes it so that everything hasn't happened yet. And then there's a great big question mark. What's to happen next? That's where I swoop in, and before any Order or Chaos, because you do realize that once Alistair's plan goes into place, Order and Chaos go back to being just that. No gods. No Alistair, no Beatrice. Order and Chaos come back. And so before they clash, I can get there. I can stamp chance on everything, preventing this final war from happening, preventing the chance that Chaos wins ever. Everything will just continue forever. There's no more war. It just happens. Forever and ever.
Listen, Viari, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know really what they're saying about anything, but I just don't like the fact that they're just trying to assert their power over everything else. That's just what I'm thinking right now. I just don't like that.
You said that you don't want Alistair's influence in the new divine contract. But you're gathering pages from the divine contract that he wrote and putting it into yours?
She pulls out her book and goes, I spend most of my time erasing what's currently on them. So I can have blanks. I just don't have enough pages yet. Once I have the new pages empty, I can start writing.
What would you write?
I'd have to write everything. Have to make sure everything exists. And I'd ensure that neither order nor chaos has an upper hand. Everything is determined by luck, by chance. Of course, everyone has their own influence, everyone's got free will. But if you zoom out, everything is determined by the chances and likelihoods that they happen. There's no inclination towards things getting more ordered. There's no inclination towards things getting more chaotic. Some things just happen, and everything is equally likely to happen. It's just a matter of chance.
That seems pretty chaotic to me. That sounds like everything could likely happen all at once. That sounds like to me that is just as much as chaotic as anything else that chaos is doing.
Sure, that it is a possibility, but so is the possibility that everything organizes itself.
Yes.
They have the same likelihood.
The fact that everything is up to chance means that the universe, everything about the universe is left up to chance. There is no order, there is no chaos. Again, you just simply want luck. That's nothing. That's everything and nothing. That's what chaos wants, you realize. It's
chaos
the likelihood
wants everything
of
to happen.
They want it to happen all at once, but luck means regardless of the universe is infinitely wide with infinite universes, which means there are going to be universes that will simply not exist anymore because chaos will have won. There are going to be universes where they will reset because order will have won. What you're suggesting just sounds like you wanting to assert your dominance simply because you want to. I don't know. Am I just dumb? I might be. But
what do you suggest we do? Let Alistair win? And then nothing? He writes himself out of existence and we start this whole rigmarole all over again from the very beginning. What do you think, Godfreed? Because if Alistair wins, here's what happens. Everything gets put back into its fucking pile. Back to the start. Order and chaos start again. They clash. They create things.
It's a cycle. It's a balance. You realize that.
Sure. But then what's the point? We never get past this one. There's a whole extra thing.
What do you think the point is then? There is none?
I think
there's no point in existing at all?
I just think that every time we're about to get somewhere, something cuts us off because two hot-headed gods get their rivalry a little bit too stuck up their ass, fight everything out of existence, and then reset everything.
It's because it's in their nature. Personally, I think the two divine contracts is fine, but unfortunately it's their nature that makes them do this. Instead of changing the universe, change the nature of them.
How? They are monoliths.
Aren't you too?
Yes.
Isn't this your nature to want change because it simply has to happen, right?
Yes.
So this is in your nature to defy everything. What if you've done this millions of times over and over again and you failed every single time? What if you are destined to fail because that is your destiny
and what
in the scheme of the universe?
And what if I am? And what if maybe there is a small chance that I find the right people who are willing to help me do this?
Why do you want us to help you? Why?
I don't know. Do you want to help me?
I don't know. Because what it sounds like is you simply let the universe do its thing. And you just let the world and universe expand and infinitesimally change because that is simply the nature of everything now. Change is good, yes, but too much change is sometimes too jarring. It is too much for mortals. We're mortals. And shit changed. But not to a point where we couldn't handle it or have a handle on our own conscience and reality. I don't know. Does that make sense? Too much change is not also a good thing. You are suggesting to rewrite the fabric of the universe from scratch, literally erasing it from the page and writing it all over again. What is the likelihood you're going to get it all right the first time and not remember it because you are gone and rewritten from existence accidentally, just like Alistair does? And you'll continue to do this forever and ever, and infinitely make mistakes and never know if you get it right because you do not know anymore. You don't. So rather than change the nature of everything, make small changes first. Get small steps right before you start to run because you are trying to sprint when you cannot walk. The universe is a bad place, and the fact is that these monoliths will never change is bad, and I agree with you on that. Alistair is insurmountable order and will never change on the basis that he is simply order, and order itself is organized, like you said, in little piles, and Alistair is one of those piles. But Beatrice, you're right, wants to scatter these piles to the wind, but the fact that you're just throwing a rock at a pile and seeing if it'll stay up or not, that doesn't change anything. You're a centrist. Pick a side. Have a standpoint. It sounds like you literally don't care, except you want things to change, but you don't know what you want them to change to. If you want change, have a concrete plan rather than just, it's gonna do something. You need a plan, and if you want help, you need to come with something concrete first, because I guarantee you this fucking skeleton of a husk of a man could write something and give you a plan in 30 minutes. But in the millennia that you've been alive, all you've been able to deduce is that things need to change.
Surprisingly, the skeleton has a point.
Did I do good, VRE?
You did great, Godfreed.
Yeah!
How much of the new divine contract do you have ready? How much of the book have you erased? How many pages do you need?
I'm not gonna like the answer. I need an infinity more.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, it's about to be an infinity +1 because you owe me.
What?
You owe me.
For what?
Huh? Alistair didn't know. I was right.
Oh, fuck, you were. God damn it. She flips through the pages.
But
Oh, the music is bugging out. But
I'll be willing to take a different payment.
this isn't like a pizza scenario where like you're like, oh, I don't need money for the pizza. Like,
No,
okay, thank God.
I want information. Because right now you're being a dick about the Z's thing. Don't answer before we figure out the terms of an agreement.
Okay. Here's what I offer you. I can either tell you precisely why I ordered the kill on Z's. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I chose Alex. I'll tell you absolutely everything. Or you can have the last page of Alistair's book.
How did you get the last page of Alistair's book?
Poker.
Alistair's a gambling man?
He was once.
I want the page.
I thought you might. And with that, we're going to go to break. Thank you all so much for watching the first half of PP Game. We'll see you all in 15 minutes. Bye-bye! welcome back to Paperwork Pantheon. I am your host, your Dungeon Master, Offbeat Outlaw, as I have been every single week for the past little bit.
But not before that.
No. I arrived. I was fresh in the mail. I was like sea monkeys, you know, you put them in water and then they have a whole little colony.
Yeah. Well, before that, you were on beat and in law, but you know, things change.
Crazy, am I right, guys? I'm gonna go to a different song because that one keeps cutting, and I'm hoping.
I just read someone said, "Wait, Viari is lies, truth, a face, spirit stories. Could someone turn Viari into a divine contract?"
Damn.
I'm just collecting domains and stuff. It's so fun.
Mm-hmm. And so we get back to it. Godfreed has just told Truth off, and Truth has said you're right.
Luck.
Luck, yes, sorry, not Truth.
I'll do it to Viari too.
You don't need to.
Yeah.
You know
I'm
I
not
will.
true.
I'm ready.
Look, you're right, Godfreed.
Oh.
It is in my nature to want exactly that. Exactly what you've just stated.
Then you are no better than Alistair nor Beatrice. And you would simply be bringing on a world where someone else would feel oppressed and want to gain control from you. And eventually it would happen, because, according to you, if all things are random, it would happen probably.
Well, we need something.
Then write down a list of what you want, not just that things you want to change, right? Like an itemized list.
I can't want anything.
You want to be free.
That's what, sure, but that's it.
That's great.
But that's all there is. That's all that I can want. I am Luck. I don't have further wants than that.
Then wish to be a real person. Because right now you are, again, a monolith, a caricature. You are simply the aspects of all of this concept put into a body. What are your hobbies? Gambling?
No, I've solved that.
There you go. What's something you want to try that you've never done before? I have a good idea. How about not knowing? Because you know possibly everything. You know the future. Everything here, every slot here is a person and their outcome and their future. The only thing you don't know is Fada. That's why he's here, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's better not knowing. Maybe that's what's so great about life. Because you don't know what's next. And that's what living is about, is getting to the next step. And that's what you said you wanted, is that there was no next step after this war. Maybe we don't have a war.
Wait, did you just do a full 180 and end up on Luck's side?
No. I think Luck's an idiot.
Oh.
I'm just trying to help them get their bearings, so rather than saying I want something, they can actually put something there. Does that make sense? They want something, but they don't know what. They just want something to change. So give me specifics. That's what I'm asking for. Because if we want a contract, we need specifics. A contract is not a contract if it is broad. That is simply words on paper.
You know, Luck, something that Alistair and Beatrice don't really do is have allies working with them on their plans.
I just had an idea. What if, right now, the only unknown in every plan is Fada? He's like a fixed point. A fixed variable that can be slotted in everywhere that changes everything he touches. But he's the only one. Because of goddamn Alistair's thoroughness. But what if we were thorough in putting more unknowns?
That's a start.
You do realize that this could hinder everything.
It could. But right now, we're not trying to change the outcome of the universe. We, me and Viari, are trying to win a war. That's
what are
our
you
orders.
suggesting for the unknowns? Bunch of random people?
No. We need more variables. We need to do a pilfering thievery mission. They're all locked up in variable in the divine contract. They're all there. Every single possible one. But there's always some spares, because they're an infinite thing. Grab
Getting
some.
into the divine contract is not easy.
It'll
And
be-
is variable a chaos aspect?
A variable is merely a thing that you can use to test things. Variable could mean in a mathematical function, the variable x that charts a plotted course across the Cartesian planes. It's not chaotic, it just is. But if you could grab some variables, we could use them. I could make them into weapons. I could allow it so that at the end of all of this, when everything gets restructured back into its pile, maybe you four can be left.
Do we want that?
I want that. It's never happened before. Like you said, maybe this has happened countless times, but maybe this guaranteed would have never happened. Guaranteed. A new thing. Like you said, there's a chance this has happened before. This is a chance that we've gotten here, but the one thing I do know is we've never had this other thing is there. Who knows what effect that could have, but it would be different. It would be new. And I want that. I don't want to be back here again. If I've been here before, I want to be somewhere else. If we do nothing, everything stays the same, and we come back here again in several thousand years.
Viari, do we want to go break into the divine contract again?
I'm not against it. But I think I want to talk about this more elsewhere, maybe, potentially, at some point. Do you have pages from every god?
At this point, yes.
Do you have the final
Rude.
pages for more gods?
I have the final page for most, yes. I've offered you Alistair's.
Okay. Would you be willing to make deals for others in the future?
For your pages, sure.
Not the final page.
You want to trade me your final page?
No. I'm saying you said for your pages, and I said not my final page.
Well,
So other pages, but not the final one.
depending on how much you give me, and maybe the final one too.
Well, either way, Alistair's, please.
She flips to her book. She's currently using it as her first page. She tears it out. It reverts back to its original form.
Did I, as she was doing that, catch what it looked like when
Yeah.
it was in her page? Okay.
She hands it to you face down. If you want to look at it, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Going to fold it up. Put it away. All right. Huh.
You've
guess I'm
given-
gonna have to figure out this Z's thing another way.
You two have given me a lot to think about. Sorry for being harsh. Times are
It's
tense.
okay. Yeah. And believe me, I get it. A month ago, I would have been all for this contract out on Z's. Don't get me wrong. I'm still not against it, is the thing. But, well, if you believe in us four, then I have to believe that also believe in us four, and that includes A's, and that includes whatever she's got going on with Z's.
Yeah, whatever that is.
So, whatever he's working on, I don't know. We'll see how that pans out. Do you know? Can you run the odds on the outcomes of that sort of thing?
On his Z's current plan?
Yeah.
Well, it requires he has one, but I can definitely give it a shot.
Well, he asked specifically for 5 years in a little bubble outside of time and space to work on.
Oh, he's where?
Outside time and space?
He's nowhere. He doesn't exist currently.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I can't run the numbers, because there's no plan to run, because he doesn't exist, the Ari. As far as the Pantheon's concerned, he's not here.
Cool.
Huh. Is it kind of like what happened to me?
Exactly what happened to you.
But then, if he's got like a 5-year timer or whatever, then he can't do anything. When I didn't exist, I couldn't do anything. I just didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
What's he gonna do with 5 years?
I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know why he's doing this.
That doesn't make sense. Can I ask you a question, actually,
Yes.
on that, real quick? What were your votes
For you?
on my trial? Yeah.
I voted for death twice.
Can you explain?
First vote,
The
I
first-
voted to kill you. Second vote, I voted to kill you again.
I thought the first vote was to write me out of existence completely.
Or to kill you.
Oh. I thought that was unanimous and Alistair had to override it.
Oh. Yeah, I got my lore mixed up. Retract the statement. I voted to write you out of existence first, and then the second one I voted to kill you.
Okay. And then the third one?
There wasn't a third
Was there
one.
a third?
Mm-mm.
No, there wasn't a third. You voted to kill me.
Yep.
Did you end up changing your mind? Someone?
Everyone changed their mind. That's how this works.
Oh.
Once the court's made a decision, everyone unanimously agrees that's the best decision.
I thought that it was 50-50 and then someone switched sides.
Wasn't me.
Huh. Well, good to know. Lucky you didn't write me out of existence.
You could say that.
Also lucky you didn't kill me.
You could say that. I am luck.
Mm-hmm. Unlucky you've been a bit of a dick.
Potentially. What do you gaining from this conversation?
I don't know. I'm just waiting for Godfreed to take charge and get me out of this because I'm too socially awkward.
Oh,
to
you're
make
waiting
a
for me?
decision
Like
myself.
I was waiting for you. I
can
thought you were like,
dismiss
I'm
you
gonna like.
guys if you want.
You
Yeah,
know
like,
what?
we can go.
You know, we can. Yeah, I'm
All right,
sorry.
You are dismissed. Enjoy your day.
All right,
Nice
let's go.
seeing you
Bye-bye.
back. All right, Godfrey, let's go back to my domain real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's Fada, by the way? Didn't he went to the bathroom like 8 months ago?
Yeah, I know. Actually, there's something that I really need to do. I made a deal with someone, and I have an NDA on that deal, so I can't tell you the specifics, but I would love your help fulfilling it, if that's okay.
Can you tell me in hypotheticals?
It's tricky because you now know that it's true.
No, I don't.
Well, hypothetically, if I needed to kill someone...
You come to me. I'm great at killing things. It's like my entire thing.
Could you help me kill someone?
Bro, you know I love killing people. That is like
Amazing.
my whole fucking thing.
Because I've just had to bump this up on my schedule, and it's really important to me and to someone I care about deeply.
Yeah,
that
no,
this gets
totally.
done.
Yeah, we're totally good. I also like as long as you help me investigate some fuckery because I have a list of people I need to hunt down and question. So
Yeah, absolutely. Also, if you ever need to tell me something in secret again, you can just do you remember that time I told you that thing in Lux Domain? Now, I'm just gonna say this because I don't think Danny remembers.
probably not.
The thing about Viari being able to think in pictures and Alistair can't read Viari's mind when Viari thinks in pictures. That thing
Yeah,
is
I don't
what I'm
remember that.
referring to. Okay. Yeah, I figured you would. Just flag that.
All right, I'll do that.
Also, I assume that you caught that, but yeah, Z's is currently locked away in Aza's domain, and yeah, Luck has a hit out on him, and well, I'm gonna go visit Alex at some point to discuss that. But before I deal with that, I've got to track down someone. So let me just do a quick little contact of the V Army and see what I can find. How would I know how to track down someone else's Warlock?
Yep. You can go to their domain and check active Warlocks. You can check any sort of you can check the deployed Warlocks section in the war room with the Triumvirate of War.
Oh, I'd love to go talk to my parents.
I just want to go to Truth Domain just to piss him off.
What would you like to do?
I feel like if I go to Truth's domain, he's going to figure it out, but I really want to go see Truth for my own entertainment. Would you be open to going to see Truth?
Bro, you know I'm with whatever. I'm with it all.
Oh, do you want to go see your parents?
Oh, I really don't give a fuck. I don't. Like, listen, whatever floats the boat, whatever gets this done fastest.
Okay.
Alright, so you go to Truth's domain.
I really see. Yeah. Oh,
You enter.
it's been a while. Truth! Your favorite god is here!
Hello, Lies. Let me see, you've brought
Hi,
Godfreed.
Truth.
What's up?
Hello.
I do.
What
I
are you
did.
doing here?
I just thought I'd come visit because, you know, we're such good buddies. We
No, you're not.
work together, two sides of the same
That's
coin.
not why you're here. I know you're lying to me. This is my domain.
Hmm,
What are you doing here?
that's so annoying. I just want to check up on whereabouts your warlocks are. Also, where's Gary? Can I have a look at where Gary is?
Gary has been missing for months.
Oh, what? Well, I need him. I need to talk to Alex.
Why do you need to talk to Alex? What's happening?
I don't want to tell you.
Why are you here? Did you just come to find Gary?
Can I just have a look at your Warlock log real quick?
Why? What for?
God. Because I, for one, view Gary as my friend.
Listen,
And
we're looking
I
out for
think-
the safety of Gary, all right? That's the only reason why.
yeah.
You don't know why we're here, Godfreed. You just tagging along.
I
Well,
just
we are
know.
looking out for the safety of Gary.
Listen, hey, I'm just being truthful to what I know, okay? Since you're all about the truth.
You're looking out for the safety of Gary. You promise that's what this is about.
You
Yes,
would know if
could
I'm
tell
lying,
if
right?
I was lying.
I can't tell if you are obscuring the truth.
Listen, we're just trying to make sure that Gary is okay. Make sure Gary is safe.
Doesn't he have that
So?
god of protection thing, that complete abhorrent
Listen-
abomination, the
Listen,
hurdy-gurdy?
I haven't talked to my son in months, all right? So I'm worried about him
Yeah.
too. Actually, I'm not worried about him. He's perfectly safe.
T-Bone
probably,
is
but-
immortal. It's terrifying.
Yeah, good for
Fine.
him. So are
can
you.
Check the active list of warlocks. You can check, but I'll know who you checked for, and I'll figure out what you're doing. Here's the list.
Thanks.
He
I'm gonna
stands-
check every single Warlock.
He stands over your over your shoulder.
I'm checking every single Warlock.
He stays until you're done. Make an investigation check to find the one that you're looking for.
Could I give the help action?
Sure.
Cool.
Oh,
There you go.
am I
Yep.
doing the stacks rolls?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything.
Okay, so I have a plus 11 in investigation.
11 divided by 3, rounding mathematically, that gives you 4 d6s.
4d6s.
Yes.
I need to get more dice out. Ooh, there's a 6 and a 2. So that's 8 plus a 5 and a 2. So
7, so that's 15.
Plus 15 is 30.
Alright, you managed to find where the Warlock's location is. They're currently still in the Pantheon infirmary.
Does it say where Gary is?
No, it says missing in action.
Good.
Are there any other Warlocks of interest? I want to make a point of actually checking every Warlock.
All of them are quite competent individuals. Like a lot of them, none of the other of them are currently deployed on where you guys are currently deployed. But like you see a few of them back on your home plane, still trying to solve your enrichment activities. You see,
I've met this one before. They're really bad at enrichment activities.
there's not a whole lot of interest. They're all just still doing like the job of the Truth Commission for the most part. But most of them are deployed. Some of them are resting.
How many of them spend their time literally just trying to figure out what I did?
Far too many.
Oh my god,
Freaking
you can
nerds.
literally employ like an infinite number of people.
And it's still too much.
How many of them are good at it?
Get out.
Fine. Well, can you tell me if you hear from Gary?
Sure. I will, VR. Do you know where he is?
I have ideas.
Where? Tell me.
I don't want to tell you.
Is he up to something? What could he be?
He's always up to something. He's literally your Warlock.
But he is alive.
You trust him, don't you?
He's alive.
I assume so. Well, if he was dead, does it show up as dead?
No.
It doesn't.
We don't always know when they're dead or not.
Oh, has that happened before? Like,
Yes. Several times. Missing in action means we haven't recovered where they are, but you think you know where Gary is?
how do you? Well, I have ideas. I mean, he showed up at the end of our last mission.
And there was that time
And
that
we
you
had
gave him
a
the god-awful
chat.
hurdy-gurdy on your plane. Is he on your plane right now?
I don't think he's on our plane right now.
Warlocks, we gotta send a truth commission to current active planet. Last known sighting of Gary. Please.
You already knew about that. And hold up, I need you to reel that in because we are still mid-mission and I cannot have the Truth Commission interfering in what we're doing there. This is a delicate political situation and you are not jeopardizing my mission.
Yeah.
No, your warlocks can come in after we're done. This is too important and this is crucial to the Pantheonic War. I have been down there for months. You are not taking over. No.
Yeah.
Believe me, I have the safety of Gary at the forefront of my mind, and it is in my best interest because he is my friend, and contrary to all of our arguments, I really like Gary. And I don't want anything to happen to him, and I don't want him to get hurt. So I will do my best to protect Gary if he is on that plane, and if I see/find him in any way. But I cannot have your warlocks coming in and potentially jeopardizing a delicate political situation.
Fine. Fine.
Okay.
Just find Gary.
Are you okay?
No. Why on earth would I be okay?
You look like you're actually upset. I didn't think you really cared about your warlocks, to be honest.
Why would you? It's not like you care. Get out.
That's a lie!
Just get out.
Truth just lied.
Dirty
Truth?
Maya.
What?
I am going to do my very best to keep Gary safe. I have his best interests and his safety in mind.
So then you better find him. Or you know where he is. Right? Or you're
Like
going
I
to
said, I
find
have
him.
ideas. He doesn't tell me where he's going.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Go. I've got things to do.
Bye, bitch.
Bye.
He gets back to filing papers of his own.
What a pretentious loser.
Interesting. He couldn't tell when I was obscuring the truth.
I mean, we didn't lie, though.
I didn't lie, but I
We
was
told-
obscuring the truth, and he can tell when other people are obscuring the truth. That's the trick with him. I'm not allowed to, I can't lie to him. Good to know. But I didn't realize that Gary had been MIA for so long. That explains why he's been able to give us so much help. And also why Truth hasn't interfered yet. Anyway, we've got to go to the infirmary, but we've got to kind of make this subtle.
All right. Here, break my arm.
Okay.
Oh,
wait.
no,
Hold on. I'm going to be
my
realistic about this. I'm going to be realistic about this.
Come on. Come on.
I'm not strong enough for this.
No, you're not.
Not
Here.
Can you just
close.
Yeah, I'll break your arm. How's that?
Oh, I don't like.
There we go. 3, 2, right at the
Athletics
joint.
check.
Right at the joint.
Don't do a joint. That'll never heal. Just break it
Hey, you're a god.
I didn't know gods got to sneak away with their biomechanics.
Fine. I'll do a hairline fracture along the forearm right there.
All right. Athletics check.
There you go. I'm amazing at this. I have a +14.
So that's gonna be for your for your d6s. Let me check how many you get. That's
Like
gonna be
3,
5
right?
d6s.
Oh, 5. Cool.
Yeah. Divide by 3 and use mathematical rounding.
Beans. All right, so it's a plus 19. That's what in the industry we like to call a 25.
Damn, you didn't roll a good on your d20, did you?
No, I rolled a 6.
Well, all the same, Godfreed, you grab Viari's arm and give it a quick bend, and Viari, this hurts like absolute hell. Please take a good 50 points of damage.
50. That's enough to kill. Like, that's almost like a nuclear bomb in terms of like the damage that it does to.
Aw, thanks.
Imagine what Godfreed would do to a regular citizen if he grabbed their arm and used that level of force. He would, if he was like, okay, I'm just gonna lightly break. As he touched them, his hands would literally grip so strong, he would tear through the flesh and rend their skin. So,
Oh gosh.
this is, yeah.
My bows are
Okay.
simply better than everyone else's.
Yeah.
Let's go to the infirmary. Literally, apparently.
Mhm.
Let's go to the infirmary.
All right.
You go to the infirmary. You make your way there. You go inside. There you are greeted by a god you have never, ever seen before. Or at least you guys have never just met before, but they've been here. You see the god of life.
Hello?
You see they are a delightful little fawn type person with like goat feet. They got big old curly horns that like get out to here. And they stand there looking at you with these big old eyes and these green little vines wrapping and twining around everything they do. Oh, hello.
Hi there. How you doing?
Hi.
So good to see. You're the mortal gods?
What's up? How you doing, bud?
It's... Hi. Oh, you're injured.
I am. Is it alright if I just take a short rest in here and heal this up or something?
Yes, of course. We got some beds for you guys. We always have beds for you guys. They reach over the desk and they like ruffle your hair. You're so cute. Oh, look at you two. You're adorable. Aw. They stand up from their desk and they are like the size of a mountain.
I love
and
them.
as the expanse opens up as they stand, you find yourself in a placid forest. And they, as tall as a mountain with these giant steps, they pick you two up and they go, we'll take you two to a nice little hovel to rest up. Everyone's got their own space after all. And at these gigantic
How's it
striding steps.
organized?
Hmm?
How do you organize all of this?
Well, I know my infirmary.
Oh no, I believe that. I'm trying to figure out how to organize like stories and lies and separating sections from each other, but this is like infinite and enormous and it looks so organized. How do you keep track of it all?
You can do whatever you want, right? So I just think where I want to go. And then they plop you down. And then with like a single finger, they dot the top of your heads. Rest up as long as you need and just call out for life when you need to go.
Thanks.
And with their continuous giant strides, they stride off over the horizon and are gone.
I'm gonna take an actual short rest to heal this.
You take a short rest.
Are there any benefits to doing that in the domain of life?
Yes, you always roll max.
Oh, amazing. That's so good. Where are my hit die? I'll deal with that in a sec. Okay, well, now that we're here, we should find... Oh, you don't know who we're looking for.
No, I don't. What's the plan?
Godfreed, can I just tell you right now that I love you so much, and you are so trusting, and I really appreciate that you're trusting me here, and I don't want to let you down. If I didn't sign an NDA with someone I care about...
Was it Gary?
It was Gary.
And you can't tell me that. Hypothetically, it could have been Gary.
Well, hypothetically, if it was...
It was Gary in Minecraft.
Yeah. So, I don't want to...
Break your Minecraft NDA.
Yeah. but you're. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
All right, I am going to go ahead and investigate to try to find where this person is.
All right. Please make a deception check. You cannot auto-succeed.
A deception check.
Yes.
Okay, so crazy, wild, insane. Let me just check. So plus 20. Am I rolling?
Always stacks method, if possible.
Yeah.
That'd
So
be
stacks method.
7 dice.
7 dice.
Yes.
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 1, 2, 3,
Yes,
4,
boss.
5, 6, 7. Okay, that is going to be a total. Oh, I need a d20. That is a total of 45.
With this check, you think for a moment in these little panels of thought in order to obscure it from Alistair. And you think about this place that's around you, this world, this domain. It is a facsimile of life's brain. It came to being from their own thought. It is, to an extent, a deception. To an extent, all of these domains are deceptions. They are what the individual thinks of the domain. There's no truth in any of it. It is merely what they think it to be.
Is that the same for truth domain?
And in this moment, you think yourself, and you find the domain shifting. Where would you like to think?
I would like to think to Truth's Warlock.
You think of this warlock that you've seen once. You think of where they are. You think of what they looked like when you last saw them. You think of their shape, their face, their body, and you arrive. The world around you almost melds, data moshing into the new one. As you look around, new details are replaced. The old details are written over, and you are in the new place. And there they are. You see them wrapped in bandages, covered head to toe, with a burning golden glyph on their chest, busy burning very slightly. The smell is of a comforting bonfire.
Would I have the ability to obscure my presence here to Truth?
Truth currently would not be able to know where you are, because Truth
Okay.
this isn't Truth's domain.
Okay.
Godfreed, you see this happen around you, and you just are suddenly in a new place.
Is this Warlock asleep?
They're in a coma.
Are we actually like where they are? Like where
Yeah.
they where they are? Like
You are
literally
in
there.
their lodge where they are recovering. They are covered head to toe in golden bandages that have scribed on them different runes.
I
And
am
in their
going
dead
to.
center is a rune right on top of them.
What's the rune say?
Please make an Arcana check if you'd like to read it.
Is it in a very specific language or no?
It's in the language of the Divine Contract, so it's
Okay.
Alistair's writing.
All right, I have a plus 12.
So that is 4 d6s.
46. Wow. Okay, on my d6 I got a plus 22. So that's a 13 plus 22 for a 35.
A 35. You look at the script, and from what you've seen in the Divine Contract, it's not quite enough to crack it. You get the feeling, though, it has something to do with healing.
Okay.
Ah,
Here, Viari, why
I
don't you could I try to talk to him real quick?
well,
Or do we just want to like in his sleep like pillow, like
I was gonna say I suspect that we can't take that we're gonna have to remove him from the domain of life.
probably, yeah.
So-
I don't think life would really like us trying to kill someone in their domain.
No.
Personally.
Would you be open to bringing him to your domain so that we can at least call this a punishment?
Yeah, I'm with whatever.
All right.
You're the best, Godfreed. I need you to know that you are risking yourself for me right now. Because you would be part of the cover. Are you
Listen,
okay with
I
that?
don't know what I'm doing. My friend asked me for help, and they can't tell me because of an NDA. I'm not an accomplice. I'm simply someone doing the will of my friend because they asked me to. Who's this person? I don't know. My friend told me they needed to be punished. That's my job. And that's not a lie either. I don't know what's happening.
They do. Because they're going to wrongfully punish someone else and murder them.
I think that's pretty punishment worthy.
Thank you, Godfreed. Okay, let's get him out of here. And I'm going to very carefully scoop him up. And we're going to plane shift into Godfreed's domain.
All right. Please make another deception check, as you are currently lying to life about what you're doing.
Okay. That is a 39.
You succeed. Barely. Barely, barely, barely. As you do, you are transported away. And you make it to Godfreed's domain.
Now, this is definitely the correct Warlock, yeah?
100%.
All right, bring them before the lawn chair.
All right.
What's happening?
You have been brought to the domain of punishment, for you have done sins sins in your life, and now you are to be punished. What is your sins?
Am I
Intention. Well, that's for us to decide.
I'm not dead? Why am I here?
You're being punished.
Why am I
Because you have the intention to murder an honest man.
here? I
Ooh,
do?
that's pretty punishment worthy, I'd say. It's not looking good for you. Do we have room in the harbor for another boat?
I'm... What are you saying to me?
You attempted to murder a Warlock of Truth,
I am a Warlock of Truth.
and you attempted to commit treason.
When? I've been healing.
Yes, but prior to this, when you were up and about.
No.
What
I
do you
didn't.
believe happened?
What do you think happened? Who do you think I tried to kill?
Another Warlock of Truth.
No,
What
Then instead of just saying no,
happened?
then tell us what's happening.
I don't know. I was
Can I?
captured by pain, and I'm still in pain.
Can I look for the symbol of pain on him?
It's still there. It's slowly burning away from the sigils, but at this point, the wrappings you guys have removed, it's slowly working its way back.
we killed pain, right?
We did.
The curse is continued, though. Why am I?
We can make this end.
What?
We can make that end.
Punished. I'm not being punished. I'm not being punished. You're offering
Can
to
I?
kill me?
Well, we can.
Can I
Give a
cast detect
punishment.
thoughts on him to see if he's lying or see if his memory's been modified?
He can't lie.
Then could I see if his memory's been modified at all?
Yep. You'd have to cast Modify Memory.
Cool. I'll cast modify memory then.
Alright, it's 5th level slot.
Yep.
You cast it, and his memories have not been modified. He has no idea what you guys are talking about.
Can I cast detect thoughts on him to see what he is talking about?
Once again, he believes what happened to him was he was captured by pain. He's been tortured ever since for years. He was brought to go heal, and now he's back.
prior to you capturing Pain, you got into a disagreement with another Warlock of Truth, and you intended to kill him.
Is that what I said happened? Just checking as a
Yes.
Okay.
So what you told me is Gary said to me that he had the Warlock was intending to kill Gary because there was a disagreement over what happened on one of my missions, and the Warlock was gonna, I think he was gonna do something to like mess me up or something or whatever. Like Gary disagreed, and there were it was something, you were kind of vague on the details. It was something to do with the vibe I got was like I was being put in danger.
All right. Guys, making sure.
That was the vibe I got. I don't know if that was your intention.
Who told you this? Who told you that I tried to kill somebody?
Who, Viardi? Can you say? Or is that part of the NDA?
NDA.
You signed
All
an
right,
NDA to kill someone.
What
Oh,
do you
God.
believe happened?
I don't even fucking know what you're talking about.
You've lost your memories?
I don't know what you're talking about. You said I disagreed with somebody over some missions about you? I didn't work your missions. It was Gary. Fuck, it's Gary.
What's about Gary?
Fucking Gary.
What about Gary?
Tell us and we can soften this punishment.
He's trying to kill me. He's not trying to, he's done it. He outplayed me. We're done
I'm
for.
sorry, I'm confused. What's going on right now?
Why would he? Okay,
We're done
explain.
for. We're done for.
We're done for. Explain yourself.
Explain.
You signed an agreement with him. Are you gonna not follow through with it?
Explain.
Gary has been trying to get truth for himself the entire goddamn time he's been working there.
Why?
Because he thinks Truth is an idiot.
He's right.
I was the only one who stopped him and said, look, maybe there's another way. Oh God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. He said that. Oh God.
VR, now that I know like this whole story, you know I can't let you kill him, right?
How about we make a deal?
What?
How about you may have to die for this to work, but we can bring you back. I fulfill my side of the contract.
I don't know, VR. This is
You
kind
come
of
back.
fucked up.
But you're gonna have to change bosses. Doesn't have to be me.
I mean, like, if
Godfreed here.
I could make you my warlock, like, right now, honestly.
What deal did you make with Gary? What was the details? What did you say you were going to do to me? Because if it's kill me, you can't wriggle out of that by just killing me and letting me come back. And then what? I'm gonna have to go tell Truth. You know this, right?
Not if you switch gods.
Oh, so all of a sudden my morals are gone, thrown out the window, shit down the river, huh? Because all of a sudden, because I get roped into some of Gary's schemes, all of a sudden now, oh, my apologies, I can just let my boss, my friend,
Gary,
get destroyed and killed.
What was the deal?
Do you
with
believe
Gary?
the truth is right?
Yes, I do. I believe
Viari,
in him.
what's
I believe
the
in his
deal?
message. I believe that what he thinks is doing is right. The search for truth is important. We need to know what's right. We need to know what's happening, what's true, what's there. We can't just let it not.
Wait.
And truth, hold on. No. Because truth has been more than willing to fuck me up ever since I was mortal, without even bothering to take the time to figure out what was true, apparently, because of the whole, recent information that I'm not about to spill in front of Truth's Warlock. Anyway, Truth has been actively working against the better interest of the Pantheon to serve his own agenda, because he feels that the quest for truth is more important than anything else in the world. And if you are going to sit there and you're going to side with that without using any common sense and without using any critical thinking to even attempt to find balance in all of this, or see the value in not sticking as strictly to the truth as truth believes, because let's face it, truth is harmful. Truth, the entity, is harmful. Man's got issues. He believes the truth should be prioritized over all else, including the well-being of others. So if you believe that, then is Gary wrong for questioning truth?
No one's wrong for questioning it. But do you think he's right in wanting to have him killed?
I think that Gary understands something that I really struggled with for a very long time. And that's that sometimes you have to do bad things for greater consequences.
I
And
don't
if
know,
you
Viari. Viari, I helped you unconditionally because you're my friend. And I trust you. And that comes because you are honest with me. You don't lie to me. So saying truth itself is wrong. Because truth, the entity, the entity isn't just truth. Truth is the embodiment of all truth. All kinds of truth.
Except that he's not, apparently.
What has he done?
Listen, Viari, he's been a dick to you.
And also,
I don't disagree.
And also, who told you this information that you're working off of?
That I'm not about to tell you. I'll tell you, Godfreed, but I'm not about to tell you. I'm gonna hand Godfreed the pamphlet.
What's the pamphlet say?
The pamphlet is the information that I got earlier from Offbeat regarding my history.
The Fey physics stuff, that stuff that tells you that the Fey spirit of truth lies dead inside of Viari and was like all that stuff at the beginning of the episode, remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It just contains that information.
So what is
Don't tell him.
What is truth wrong about necessarily? Who told you that he's wrong? What's he doing? So what? He doesn't
Truth prioritizes telling the truth over all other morals. All the time. Sure. I have seen it. I was on missions. What do you mean, sure? What is wrong with that? He hurts people in favor of the truth. He damages people emotionally just because people think. And the other thing is, the truth is perceived. What people think is the truth, giving an honest opinion, it's still an opinion. It's not objective fact. Truth regularly conflates his own opinions and people's perception of what they think is true versus objective fact, and then he touts it like some sort of morally superior bullshit. He can be wrong and is regularly wrong, and he has pushed this to the point of interfering in good, helpful work so often throughout my life and my experiences and the experiences of so many other people. He is a hindrance. He is wrong for the things that he does. He does not see the value of me in my position, and he does not see that we're both just two parts of the same thing. He has a very limited perspective to the point of trying to stop me from even becoming a god in the first place. Despite the fact that would have hindered not only the Order Pantheon, but the Order Pantheon's efforts in this current war, which apparently we're the only people, us four, who could potentially tip the scales in winning the war. So Truth was prepared to put telling the truth in front of our chances of even winning the war.
So, what's Truth supposed to do about this? He's supposed to not be truthful? He's supposed to not champion that as his virtue?
He is supposed to prioritize truth to a measured degree.
According to
and
you.
not... What?
According to you. That's what you think.
Yes.
And why is your opinion better than his?
Because I value truth and lies.
Good for you. You're just trying to assert your opinions over his.
No, I'm trying to fulfill a contract. And frankly, I am not seeing a reason why I shouldn't.
Viari, I
Truth
was
never stooped so low as to kill you.
He would have. He couldn't. Alistair couldn't allow it.
When did he want to kill you?
He wanted me out of the way.
You're a sick monster. Kill me. I can't be in a pantheon where you're a god.
For what it's worth.
Shh.
I
He
am
takes
sorry.
out a knife that he had on his body
I'm-
and he stabs himself first.
damn. You're doing it for her, but
And
all
it
right.
falls on his knife.
Well, you didn't.
Does
kill
this mean that I did not fulfill my contract to Gary?
No, you did it. You told him
Okay.
stuff that made him die.
I feel like that's on him, really, bud.
Does he show back up again a minute later to be punished?
Well, Godfreed, it's up to you.
Yeah. Viari, I'm gonna be honest. He was just doing what he thought was right. He wasn't doing anything out of malicious intention. And, like, yes, he might have not done the right things, but, like, he didn't inherently do something wrong. Did he? Did he? Let me check. Did he do anything wrong in his life at all?
The only things he did wrong were minor. He tried to live his best as best as he possibly could. No major infractions.
Godfreed. I signed a contract with Gary.
Yeah. And you obviously don't know Gary as well as you thought you did.
I do know Gary as well as I thought.
So you knew about him trying to usurp the God of Truth this entire time? And you didn't tell me?
I didn't know that's exactly what he was trying to do. I've tried to convince him to do it before.
So this was your idea?
Not exactly. I mean, I've tried to convince him in the past to...
Viara, you sound
take a-
very nonchalant about this.
Well, what Gary does is up to Gary.
Yes, but now you've brought me into it.
I told you this was putting stuff on your head.
Yeah, and I trust you. But
Can you trust me here that
you
this
obviously
is for the
think
best?
Gary is a better friend than I am. Because,
No,
well,
I don't.
you signed an NDA with him. And
And
I just...
I just let you in on the details as inadvertently as I could so that you would be in on the loop.
But it took us to kidnap a man to do it first. You see why I'm a little thrown off? You know? Like, I'm down to
I
kill
can't
bad
just break an
people.
NDA, you know that.
No, exactly,
I have
and
to
I'm
find a
down-
workaround in order to let you in on the details.
Exactly,
I
and
did
I
it the
am-
most direct way I could.
And I am down to kill bad people. Problem is, he wasn't a bad person, so that's why I'm a little thrown off.
I know.
And this whole pamphlet about the whole fake God of truth, like, what is with that? Explain that too, because the fuck?
That's all the information that I have. I don't understand it any better than that pamphlet explains. I wish that I had better answers for you right now, but I don't, and I'm doing my best, and I need a little bit of faith. Because I trust Gary. and I trust that this was right. And when Gary told me that this Warlock was trying to kill him, did he have the ability to lie at that point?
Was he a warlock
Yes,
at that
he
point?
did. You just signed his contract.
I told
I
you.
am going to teleport back to my domain. You can come if you want.
Yeah, of course. Where else am I
You
gonna go? Home? I'm home already.
Yeah. And I'm going to go to Gary.
He's not there.
Gary. I'm going to call for him.
There's nothing.
Can I cast locate person?
You cast it, yeah, but you don't find anything because it only has a small radius.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Can I look in my log of where my warlocks are deployed currently for Gary, because he's on my time?
You look through it, and you see that he too is now missing in action.
Where is he?
Unless he just switched over to Truth's.
Can I try and contact T-Bone?
Hello?
You can. You have a permanent link with T-Bone.
Yeah.
T-Bone, my boy! T-Bone? T-Bone? Where's T-Bone?
Godfreed,
Yes, T-Bone!
I can inform you that Gary is safe.
Where are you?
Information cannot be disclosed at this time.
I
Why
need to
not?
talk to him.
I think you should see what I'm seeing.
Show me.
He shows you through his eyes, and you see skewered on a spike, several meters tall, is Truth's head. Gary standing underneath it, gritting his teeth. He pulls out of his chest pocket a contract. For the first God Hunter, kill the God of Truth. As the blood drips down, he lets it soak on the paper. Goodbye, Truth. Thank fuck this is over. Thank God. T-Bone, we're heading out. We can finally start on the rest of our contracts. And it's time that we close some other ones. Offer my official resignation to Viari. My official resignation to Order. We're done here. And with that, he leaves.
Well, you saw it.
Bitch! After all of the lectures that I have had over the course of my goddamn life, he does not get to turn around. No, I don't accept his resignation. Where the fuck is he? Gary?
You can't not accept a resignation. They just happened.
I know. I'm gonna have my simulacrum army just casting message and pinging him to annoy him. Come on, Gary. I'm so annoyed with you, Gary. Explain yourself, Gary.
Viari, you have contacted T-Bone, his protector and guardian. We suggest you stop this course of action, or I will have to intervene.
Gary.
Stupid children get punished.
Roll initiative, please.
Does Gary show up when T-Bone does?
This isn't the right music. No.
13.
Do I roll as well?
We're stuck here. Would you like to join the combat?
Before
Oh,
combat
wait, no,
starts, can I
15,
be
I
like,
forgot to
whoa,
add
T-Bone,
25.
the fuck is happening, bud?
I have been assigned to protect. Viari is currently trying to probe into Gary's well-being and life.
I'm
This is
not trying to hurt him.
This is a threat to his life currently. He lives a dangerous path now. If you know where he is, Alistair knows where he is.
I know where you are, T-Bone. You are a liability to him.
I am not a liability.
Okay.
T-Bone?
Is this why he severed
Don't
our
make us do
contract? So
this.
that Alistair doesn't know?
Viari, I'm going to make this plain. You have been hammed. He used you.
You wouldn't do that.
Why?
Because we're friends.
You need to reevaluate how you think of this relationship. Stop trying to probe for Gary. Has business to attend to.
T-Bone, I really don't want to do this.
If you want to fight, you will have to. I have to do my job. And currently that job is making sure nobody knows where Gary is. He is not safe.
If I kill this aspect of you, will your duties be done to Gary?
If you kill me, then I guess Gary will not be protected by myself.
Alright. T-Bone, I hope we can hang out once this is all over.
I hope so too.
I don't blame you. Alright, let's roll initiative real
Roll initiative,
quick.
everybody.
Alright, how does initiative work with the stacks?
What's your initiative score?
I have a +4, but I also roll an additional D8 because it gets the alacrity.
So, with the stack system, that is a single D6, and then you'd get to add the D8.
Cool. Alright.
Roll initiative, everybody.
Beans on toast. Alright. That's a +6 for a 25.
All right.
Since we created T-Bone, do I know how his godly powers work at all?
You gave him the energy to exist. You don't know his details.
Cool beans.
Holy shit, T-Bone rolled absurdly well in initiative. This is
Good for him.
good for T-Bone. Viari?
15.
You are currently in the domain of lies, so you have infinite spell slots. But
Just cast Wish infinite times. Action surge. Wish.
you get a lair action as well. Viari. This is your lair.
Can I? Oh fuck! I really want to run. I really want to play combat with those things, but can I just, before we actually fight, just be like, just go protect him or whatever.
We already really should not.
Tell him to keep the ring, and if he ever wants to talk, reach out.
Are you sure? I was ready to scrap.
Fight Godfreed if you want.
What do you say, Godfreed?
I mean, I don't think Viari's in the right mind right now. I
Go
think,
for it.
God, T-Bone, do we really have to do this, buddy?
I don't want to.
Neither do I.
I must do my job, though.
I know, and eventually it will. I'm assuming we'll have to do this at some point in the future.
Then why don't we postpone this for a time when we are better prepared?
I don't want you to be better prepared.
I want you to be.
Let me know when you're ready, then, I guess.
We'll talk.
We'll get, like, lunch later. Yeah.
And with that,
Did he... Quick question. He accepted being my lieutenant for the Court of Dreams earlier. That is entirely disconnected to the Pantheon. Have I received a resignation for that?
unclear. You'd have to go to Dreams.
I'm gonna open up the door to Dreams and step inside.
No resignation. But you also don't know exactly what being a lieutenant means, if I'm being honest.
Can I ask Bernard, then?
Yeah? You'd have to
Hey, Bernard!
And you know how we were doing like the beacon thing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna set up some Gary enrichment activities in the dreaming to try to basically my intention here is to set up Gary enrichment activities that would lead him to like safe meeting ground. I'm not going to attack him. Parlay. I just want answers. And even if he's just betrayed me, he still, I assume, knows that he can trust me. Because I think this is bullshit.
At this time, you hear over the PA meeting. Hello, everybody. This is Alistair. We've just had an assassination. Everybody, please, major gods, mortal gods, please, to the main adjudication room.
Gary, before we go there, why do you still like Gary?
Gary, for all his flaws, he's my oldest friend. And I'm not going to prioritize him over my other friends just for that. But I still care because that doesn't just stop. And also...
I have a follow-up question. Do you think he sees you as a friend? Don't need to answer that, just...
Sometimes the people you care about get kind of stupid. And they do dumb things, and you gotta be there for them. And when I was receiving my punishment for the whole agreement thing, he was the only one who was there. Respectfully, you guys didn't know, so you couldn't have been, but listen, I'm not giving up on him. I'm not. He is a stubborn, pig-headed, stupid little twat, and he has been the bane of my existence for 500 years, and I have been the bane of his.
500 years he's existed?
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, I trust you, Viari. Again, I literally, like, you know, you didn't tell me anything and I trusted you. I still trust you now. Just... He just killed the God of Truth.
I know. And now he's in a lot of danger and a lot of trouble. And he is hiding for his own safety and protection. And I know that. but he didn't resign from dreams.
If you say so.
Let's go see my dad.
He is not gonna be happy.
He usually isn't.
You make your way to the main courtroom. It's a big circle, almost not entirely dissimilar to an arena. Sitting at the top are the heads. Alistair, Luck, Death, the Triumvirate, and yeah, and Fate, who is still absent. Left the card, though. And then below them, just below where, like, your applicable gods, are your seats. The mortal gods. In the center is the DS for speaking. We're all met? All who are available? Excellent. Alistair takes a gavel, taps it on the ground on his table, and he appears in the center. We have a problem. We are in crisis. One of the fundamental staples of this pantheon has always been truth. And while it is no longer, and while it was never one of the major gods, truth, facts, have always been a staple. We must have a replacement. A proper replacement. So, with that being said, all gods will have their time to state who they believe should be the replacement. This replacement can be anyone. As we are in a pantheonic war, we are allowed to make mortals the leaders of these new pantheons. Mortals can be promoted. So, that being said, I'll take my place. I cannot suggest as the head of the pantheon. I may only adjudicate and accept. Snaps his gavel. First up, the mortal gods. You're allowed to abstain. You're allowed to say, I don't know.
Maybe we take a recess.
Question. This is a question for Offbeat. Does whoever this is automatically get signed up to the Order Pantheon?
Potentially, maybe. If it's successful and they accept.
Okay, so if it's successful and they accept, then they automatically become part of the Order Pantheon.
Yes. If there are no complications or whatever, yeah. Mortal gods? Who would like
I have
to go
an
first?
idea.
Quick recess.
Have an idea and tell me if it's stupid.
Okay, go.
Eleanor?
You
If
told
they
me to tell you
automatically-
this was stupid, right?
If they automatically become a part of the Order Pantheon,
Can this person say no?
Yeah?
but if they automatically become a part of the Order Pantheon,
If they
She
accept.
could say no.
if they accept, yeah, well, if they don't accept,
Exactly. Why would they accept to become the god of truth?
well, it would end their suffering. Her suffering, wouldn't it?
I feel like her suffering is like her choice, right?
No.
Like she's the one hunting Veda to like for eternity now, right?
Maybe. But if we can solve a problem, if she did accept,
You're suggesting that we make someone that hates us a god in our court, or at least
as a
elect them.
peace offering. Yeah. Oh, Truth already hated me.
But like, what's to say that she would want this? A peace offering
Because it would get rid of the pain. Isn't that what her problem is? Isn't she just wants that to end? She wants to fulfill her...
I don't know. I just know she just
Go.
wants to kill Theta.
Would that work, Al?
He's not responding. He's in court.
Mentally?
Nothing.
This is on us, Viari. I mean, like, I have a couple people that, like, I'm acquainted with, you know.
Okay.
Personally, I wouldn't make any of my warlocks gods. They're all, you know, like, bad people.
It should be Gary. It should be.
It can't be Gary.
Can we resurrect the Fey Spirit of Truth?
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to the court.
Is this the mortal gods asking a question, or are you guys ready to?
No, I'd like to make a proposition.
All right.
I would like to table this discussion about electing a new god of truth, and instead bring up the issue of the Fey God of Truth.
The Fey Spirit of Truth?
The Fey Spirit of Truth.
Who we
And I would
recently
like-
learned existed?
I would like to make a motion to attempt to resurrect them. If the court would allow.
As I am the head of this court, Alistair, I'll say this much. From what I know, if we resurrect the Fey Spirit, it will involve killing Viari.
Yari's got two other parts.
No, like it will kill her to her core. Not just her aspects.
How you feeling about this, D?
I don't really want to die.
I'd prefer that not happen either, personally.
Okay. I have two ideas for who we might consider for truth. One of them is more deserving than the other, but one of them might solve a problem that we've had for a while. If we make the offer to Eleanor and she accepts, then she'll switch sides, right?
You're supposing that we submit her, Eleanor, who is currently the demigod of consequences, to become the god of truth.
Yes. I would like opinions on this one because I do have a much stronger candidate, but
All
this
in
could solve
favor?
that.
No hands.
That seems fair.
Alright, next candidate.
Okay, Gary.
The one who just killed him?
Yes. Gary knows truth better than literally anyone. He has the most experience. He has the best understanding. He worked with the previous god of truth, and he also understands the duality of truth and lies. And I can work with Gary. I can work with a truth.
You have worked with Gary, haven't you? Considering that we got a resignation letter on our desk this morning for a warlock of lies taken up with Gary.
Gary came to me a couple months ago. I needed something from him, and he asked for a warlock contract. He wouldn't say why, but it was integral to the mission that we were on, and I saw the value in offering him that contract. And also, I trusted Gary. Frankly, more than I trusted most people in this room. All things considered, so.
I would like to state, this seems mighty suspicious.
Is this Alistair speaking?
Yeah. You conspire with a Warlock of Truths, sign them up discreetly, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the top number 1 Warlock of Truth, who was recovering in life's domain, is dead.
You knew. I told you.
I knew there was a plan to usurp. I did not think it would come to this.
You knew that Gary wanted to make a contract, and made a contract with me to kill Truth's top Warlock. You knew that I had been told that that Warlock wanted Gary dead and had attempted to kill Gary.
I did.
I accept that I made this deal.
It's unfortunate that it seems as though we've all been lied to.
Which is exactly why he is probably the best candidate for truth.
Because he lies to people?
Because no one else could have gotten away with that.
May I
That's
interject?
That's
May-
truth.
May
Lying
I
to
interject?
people.
This is what I mean by he has an understanding of the duality of truth and lies, and he respects that duality. He respects that it's two sides of the same coin. He knows that you can't have one without the other. He understands. We have all watched him go from believing that every aspect of truth's teachings as a warlock 500 years ago, and committing to it so unapologetically and so strictly for so long, to coming to authentically question the belief system under which he operated for centuries. He saw the problems with the way that truth was doing things, and he decided to make change.
By killing truth.
That is the most honest way that he could have done it, considering that nothing else he tried worked.
Do you believe this? You think this is a way to run a pantheon? If you disagree with
No.
your god, you kill them?
No. But I also think that he was out of other options, and he genuinely believed that this was the right thing to do. And who else is qualified?
Well, I guess that's why we're having the vote. Alright. We'll keep it up for consideration. Godfreed.
Oh, I just wanted to interject about Gary, but like, nah, like, Viari said all I was gonna say. I did want to interject on Viari's behalf, though. You all seem to not take Viari seriously, because Viari's the god of lies. But to lie is to abstain from the truth, which means knowing the full truth in its entirety. And Viari is the best at hiding that. And Gary, if she is putting Gary up for election, it is obvious that Gary is the one who can reveal the truth the best. Viari, being one side of the coin, should know the other. And they should know each other, rather than just be strangers and hating each other. The truth and lies, yes, are opposites, but cannot exist without each other.
And who else? Who else?
And who else than the
is so
biggest
good?
liar that
No,
you know?
so who else is so good at discerning truth from my bullshit? Is Gary. To
I'll
the
make
point
sure
of
that
tricking
when you three
me.
die in battle, I'll get the people who killed you to join the office.
Do it.
You
If they
know
killed
I'm
that-
right, Al.
No!
You
No,
know
I
that Gary
don't.
is a good option.
Is he? Last I
Yes!
checked, he said he was going to work for the God Hunters.
Well, his sister's there. You know.
Did you listen to his last speech? Did you even see it? Or did you just decide that didn't matter?
Alistair, may I interject again really quickly?
Sorry, yes.
Viari, you raised Viari, correct?
I did my best.
I think you did a good job. And I
It's
think
not
in
what I've
making...
been told by most of you this entire time.
We are harsh because we want
Frankly,
to take care of Viari.
If I'm being entirely honest, this sounds like you're trying to manipulate me in this moment.
No, I'm not. The reason why we are so defensive of Viari is because there are people who were like Truth, who would try to discredit her whenever given the chance, simply based on the fact that Viari is immortal and the god of lies. May I remind you that not only have you come into Viari multiple times to help you solve problems within the Pantheon, but that Truth has caused many problems that you have had to fix. I don't want to manipulate you, as you are saying, but I'm simply trying to point out that Viari, in her short tenure here, has done more to be helpful to not only you, but the Pantheon and the Divine Contract than I believe Truth has been in a long time. And I think you are discrediting Viari because you raised her and see her faults better than most.
I am not trying to ever state that Truth was always in the right. In fact, I am one of his biggest discreditors, as I have been for most of my existence. However, to table Gary as the replacement, do you see how ridiculous this seems from my end? Warlock should not turn on their gods because they disagree with them and then kill them to take their position. That's not how we do things here.
That's not how he did it in the beginning either.
Do you think Gary would kill because he wanted to? Or do you think it was a last resort, like Viari said?
I am unsure at this point. I don't know Gary. As clearly as day, I do not know Gary as well as I thought I did. I am reevaluating my position on this individual as they have lied to me. As they have lied to all of us here. As they lied to Truth himself. And to so securely believe them. Their statements to you.
I am not saying to believe them, but Gary did not lie to forsake the truth, but in his eyes to save it.
Alright, can you confirm that? He said he's been working on this contract the entire time. He said this was his first contract as a god hunter. He's been a god hunter this whole time. Working to kill Truth. Does that not maybe shine that maybe he's been, I don't know how, lying this whole time, discrediting us, hiding things? I struggle to see how Gary is even a serious offer at this vote.
Again, as we already explained, I don't want to have to keep restating her words, but Gary knows Truth, the aspect and the god, or did, better than most. This isn't a matter of... what we are arguing is not do we trust him. We don't. It is obvious that we see this court does not. But, is there a better option? We do not believe so.
Has Alex also resigned?
From what?
From Alistair's contract with Alex.
You don't know that. Yeah. Are you asking that in the court?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I have not received a resignation from Alex. And the music is not playing.
Can I speak to Alex?
What is it? We need to find someone new to be Truth right now. Even if they're a temporary replacement, we need somebody.
Then I elect my Warlock.
Which one? You have several.
The first one.
Animus?
Animus. I have trained him to be honest through hard work, toil, and torture. And he will be truthful, because he knows what the afterlife is, and he knows what it is to suffer. There you go. Temporary replacement, just for now.
Excellent. Everybody else, make your statements, please. Mortal gods, thank you. The other gods make their people for who they think could be the replacement. After the court is adjourned, they come to the conclusion that the best option for interim god of truth to simply hold the position, not to make any changes, but to simply keep the domain as orders. They all universally elect Animus.
Yeah, baby! That's my boy.
But also, they elect to reconvene next time as well, to continue to debate whether or not they should about who should be the proper new God of Truth.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Alistair gets out of the court, sits down beside you two.
That contract. Did it call him the first God Hunter?
It did.
Question. When did I die?
Trying to remember exactly. Did
Give me an estimate on years, just real quick, Alistair.
Alistair.
I believe I told you it was like 500 years ago? I believe I told you.
I'd like to put a hit out.
On who?
The God of Protection.
Well, you can talk to the God Hunters about that. Just send them a letter.
I will.
The first God Hunter.
I'm going to write it out and I'm going to address it to the first God Hunter.
But you can't do that. That's not how it works. The hits
Oh,
are
well,
just like
okay.
you post them and then someone takes them.
Well, can you put like a preference? Because it sounded from what Lux said that she chose Alex and Eleanor. Is there a way to like... Because Luck... Yeah, she said that something about choosing Alex and Eleanor. She said like, I'll tell you why I chose Alex or something and like why...
She said, I'll tell you why I did that. Why I chose the God of Complications. Why I chose
Oh,
Zeus.
maybe. Okay, because she said Alex. So I just assumed
Maybe
you could
I
choose.
meant that. Maybe I said that. That's not what I meant. No.
Okay. All right. I'm going to put a hit out on protection.
All right.
And I would like to speak to my not girlfriend. Please.
I can send you there. Look, I'm not
To her domain, her little pocket dimension.
Sure, but I want
The
to let
safe
you.
one?
I want to let you all know for a moment, I'm not against this idea of Gary. I can't say that in the court. If you think this is true, you need to pursue this. But then you got to do one thing for me, one damn thing for me.
What do you need?
I need you to be accurate. I need you to do a good report, and I need you to find out why he did this, his motivations, and you need to figure out every goddamn detail, and you need to make sure that it is correct.
Why do I get the feeling that bitch has set up VR enrichment activities?
Probably, but you figure this out. Because if I'm being entirely honest, there's going to be another meeting in a few weeks, trying to decide your innocence in this matter.
I know.
Because you're an accomplice in this, right?
Yep.
And as much as Truth hated you, he never tried to kill you?
I know.
Never even conspired to do it?
I know. Well, that's not entirely true, though. Didn't he have, like, this whole thing back with my previous trial, trying to get me killed or written out of existence or something?
Maybe that's the same thing for you. I don't see it as such.
Well, I know. And I know. This is bad. This is
Yes,
not as bad as the agreement thing, but this is bad.
this is pretty bad. You do realize that your body count is 2 order gods now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
To be fair, not one of them isn't dead, but
Yeah. 1.5 then?
don't know how you stayed clean in all of this, Godfreed, but your ability to wriggle out of things continues to amaze me.
I'm just a silly little guy.
Also, life is thoroughly pissed.
Listen,
I am so sorry.
I was just helping a friend.
Once again, Godfreed, you managed to stay clean of this, but they're pissed at you, Viari.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go see them, ever. I'd stay clear of them, actually. For a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
good luck. If you're serious about this, you figure it out. But god damn it, I hope you're right.
Can you send me to Alex?
Yep.
Thank you.
You see her, you're there, in front of the door.
We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah. We fucking do.
Would you like to go first?
Yeah, what the fuck, Viari?
I know.
You know? So then you know that you're an irrevocable piece of shit right now. Interfering with my work? Are you kidding me?
I didn't.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, you're just gonna lie to me.
No.
You did it,
no.
right.
I started a sentence and then didn't finish it. I'm sorry.
So why is your first inclination every time to lie?
I wasn't trying to lie. I started a sentence and didn't finish it. I'm sorry. I
Godfrey's
didn't
got a bucket
mean
of chicken.
to interfere with your work. I meant to help the Order Pantheon, and I am going to continue to help the Order Pantheon because that is part of my work. And I don't know what Luck's doing, making contracts with you, trying to get Aziz killed, and I don't want to interfere in your work, literally ever. But also, on this particular occasion, it was going to hurt A's. And as much as I hate having to prioritize that slimy little worm over literally anyone else in my life, let alone you. I don't know. It just seemed like the right thing to do.
Well, I'm glad my job was put on the line because it seemed like the right thing to do. Eleanor's the
You
rank
know
1
that
God
wasn't what
Hunter
I was
now.
doing.
Eleanor's the rank 1 God Hunter now. I have no jurisdiction to stop her doing what she wants to do now.
What about Gary?
What happened to Gary?
He killed Truth. He's a God Hunter.
He fucking what? And that's where we're going to end today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Offbeat Outlaw. I use he, they pronouns. I've been the Dungeon Master today for this lore-heavy episode. So many revelations happened today. It's so fun. So much good times. But thank you all. Please support the Patreon if you enjoy this series. It's $3 a month. It allows me to keep doing this, you know? And that's like 12 hours of content, and also like all the streams I do during the week on Twitch. Come check that out. It's a good time. Yesterday we ranked every philosophy. You won't believe where nihilism is. It's in the dumpster where it belongs. Brooke, go.
No! Fuck you! Fuck you! You don't.
Cool, Danny.
I'm Danny, and I think Gary killed me.
Excellent. Well, that is all for today.
I'm so mad at you right now. I need you to
valid.
know how mad I am at you.
Good. Thank you all.